So how long are
How
you
long do you
thinking?
have?
Uh Probably 10, 15 at the latest.
10, 15. Okay, 45 minutes. Yeah, that should be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Okay,
Nice.
bet. I got
All right,
dinner.
cool.
And
What's up, guys? We are live, starting late, but better late than
what's
never.
good? Sorry
Right?
about all that, but we here now, so that's what matters.
Yeah, you know how they say that younger generation is better with technology? Turns out that is not true.
I'm a little on the special ed side when it comes to that, but you know what? We figured it out.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm excited for this podcast. There's several. Well, there's actually a main reason why I want to interview you, and that's because I enjoy interviewing successful people, and you are very successful, especially given the fact that you're like 15 years old. You are super young, and you've
15? I'm 18. I'm not 15, but
no, I'm just fucking with you, but you're super duper young, and you are very well accomplished for your age, which is impressive.
yeah.
Definitely much more so than I was when I was your age. So let's share the story real quick, I guess, of how we met. So I was shooting street interviews, and I think you recognized that I was doing content, and then we started chatting. You told me about your channel. We do totally different things on YouTube. We're in totally different spheres. I think
Bro,
most people
you're
in your community have no idea who I am, and vice versa. Well, I think it's good to do these crossovers. Uh,
yeah, you're kind nigga said he looks like dark broccoli. You're that's funny. Um
the chat can be ruthless. So, Dylan, why don't
yeah.
you start off with giving a really quick introduction of who you are and what you do?
So I'm Dylan. I just moved to Miami like a week ago, and that's where I met bro. I was on my way to dinner on my second day here, actually, I think. And
Mm.
buddy was shooting content, and I was like, just doing a street interview, and I was like, yo, blah, blah, blah. Like, because I do the same stuff. So obviously I'm gonna talk to bro. And then yeah, started a good conversation, and we're here now. But I am 18. I'm from Chicago originally. Just moved here, and yeah, I mean, I started creating content when I was freshman year of high school, 14. Took off, got banned for like 2 years on my main account at like 3.4 or 3.3 mil. I think I got banned, and then I got it back a couple months ago. I'm almost at 4 mil now, and yeah.
Yeah, so you're 18 years old and you have 4 million subscribers, which is insane. Um, and then also you told me you have an OnlyFans business that you're managing, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the content side first, and then we'll talk about the OF side. So, how did you get started with your channel? What was the inspiration for that?
So I kind of just started posting stuff that I thought was funny, and then it took off. And then after, the stuff I was posting was a little like I was 14, like it was a little on the edgier side, I guess. And then I started blowing up, and then I toned it down a little bit to just like, general comedy, like relatable stuff. And then yeah.
But there's thousands of people who think they're funny who post content to YouTube who never ever get any traction. What do you think specifically about your content made you blow up compared to the thousands of other
Well, this
people
is
who
the
try
thing.
to?
This is the thing. TikTok and YouTube are very different. I'm at like 2.8 mil on YouTube, and it's like, well, so, okay. This is the thing. I blew up on YouTube. I blew up on YouTube off Shorts, which YouTube was pushing really hard. You got to kind of know the algorithms. I blew up on TikTok back when anyone could blow up. Like if you started, were you making content 4 years ago?
Yeah, on YouTube, not on TikTok.
Okay, okay. Back in 2020, like 20, nah, not like 2019, 2020, anyone could blow up. Like you didn't have to, you could fucking hit a dance, fucking hit the renegade, and you would blow up. Like it was
On TikTok or on YouTube?
on TikTok. No, on TikTok. YouTube's always been difficult. And the main reason I was able to blow up so fast is because I got to like 1 million within my first year on YouTube. And it was literally just like, I had, people already knew my face, they knew who I was, and I just kind of reposted what I already post on TikTok, and I started off with a little initial audience, and then the first like 20, you know better than anyone, the first like 20,000 subscribers are the hardest. After that, it's that's the difficult part. So
Yeah, that's true. But I do feel like you're almost like too humble. Like it's not as easy as you're making it out to be. It is, there's for every person like you who blows up, there's about 1,000 people who don't blow up. I'm somewhere in the middle where I have a decent sized channel, but
You're getting there. You're getting
nowhere
there.
near your level. Yeah. But there's definitely, I feel like there's definitely things that make you unique for why you were able to gain massive traction. I do agree with 2019 TikTok was easier, but you weren't just a one-trick pony. You didn't just blow up on TikTok. You blew up on YouTube. And those two are not always in crossover. Just because you're big on TikTok doesn't mean you're going to be big on YouTube and vice versa. So you must have done something well for both platforms to gain traction on.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you. I was just kind of being well, this is the thing. Myself is not, I was just posting skits. Myself, I'm different than obviously like the skits I make actually talking, but I was just posting stuff that I thought was funny. It took off, and then it's TikTok. So I was just being really consistent, like 2 to 3 a day. I would like be relentless at, like, if I had plans, they would get pushed back, like everything. I had to make the TikToks, like that
Uh-huh.
was, I don't know if you lock in like that with YouTube. Like, how many videos you post a week?
Um,
You do long form, it's a little
I'll
different.
I'll do like 3 regular videos. I'll do like 3 or 4 live streams, and I'll do like 5 or 6 shorts, something like that.
Okay, yeah. Do you? Well, I'm just trying to help you out at the moment. Do you post the shorts on the same channel, or do you have a second channel?
I have 2 channels, but
Okay.
I will post them actually. I'll post different shorts on different channels. So the ones that like I'm most optimistic about, I will post on the main channel. And the ones that I'm like, I don't know if these will do well, I'll post on the second channel. But the second is more of like a clips channel. So like if there's like a particularly interesting part from this like interview, I'll take like 3-4 minutes of it and post
Yeah,
it on the
and
channel.
then yeah, post it for us for because that's reach is easier. Okay, that's better. I would, if you were posting shorts and long videos on the same channel, it's not this, like, you gotta space it out. So
Well, one thing you said is consistency, which is true. You do have to be consistent. You also said earlier you got to know the algorithm. So, can you talk about that? What do you think the algorithm is?
the algorithm is literally, it's watch time. If people are, because what do the social media companies care about? They care about keeping people on the app.
Mhm.
If your watch time is good and you can keep people on the app, they'll push your video out. Like likes, follows, subscribers. Obviously, that matters a little bit, but that's more of a metric of telling if people actually like your video. You know what I mean? If a video has more dislikes than likes, but people are watching the whole thing, and it's impactful enough where they're gonna dislike the video. They're watching the whole thing. It's gonna get pushed out. You know what I mean? So it's not about engagement really. It's mostly a watch time thing. If people are watching your whole video, it'll do good. And so having a good hook, and then after that, just having a good video. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, so I sort of used to think kind of how you do, where it's like your success will be a combination of watch time, average view duration, and click through rate. But I don't know if you've noticed this. You can tell me yes or no. But on my YouTube, I've noticed this pattern where I have so many videos that have a super high average view duration, like 100%, like 105%, and they perform average. And then I have other videos that are like 60, 70%, which like blow up. So now I'm starting to think that it's actually more complicated than that. I do think obviously having a high average read duration is very helpful, right? It's not going to hurt you, but I don't know if it's as simple as that. I just have too many videos that have a really high watch time that didn't blow up.
So I think it depends on how long your video is, right? If 80% view duration on a 10-minute video is a lot different than 80% view duration on a 5-second video, So it's a lot of like, as it gets longer, the percent that you need decreases. Anything under 30 seconds, if it's a short, you got to be at 100% watch time, like, for it to do really good. I don't know. Sometimes stuff slips through, obviously, but it's just a general rule. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I think you've definitely had videos where it's like 60%, like some bullshit, and it still blows up. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which
that's what's up.
Well, I also think there's another factor that like a lot of people don't talk about, which is search. Because like some of my most popular shorts are actually 95% of the views are coming from search. Like people are just searching. One thing I've noticed that's pretty kind of interesting, but also sort of predictable is that dudes are just horny. So like when I do a video with a girl where it's like we're like it's doing a demonstration of like how to like make a move, like there's just dudes watching that from India. And like I'm not exaggerating, like it's actually people from India watching that because they're like trying to jerk off to it or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'll take it. But I don't want to just get right into go down the YouTube rabbit hole, even though it's very interesting for me. I feel like the chat might get a little bored of that because most of them are not content creators.
Yeah.
So let me move on to this question. You mentioned that consistency was one big thing that helped you. Was there anything else that you feel helped you be successful on YouTube and TikTok?
I'd say probably I besides consistency and that I don't know. I guess my personality. I'd say, like, obviously that's gonna play a big role. You know, like people follow me for me. You know, people follow you for you. Like, it's if you don't have the personality to go with it, obviously you're not gonna get anywhere. So I'd probably
How would you describe your personality in general?
I mean, extrovert, I guess.
Mm.
I mean, it's weird to call if someone ever calls themselves funny, they're not fucking funny. So I don't just like I'm just an extrovert, I guess. I don't know. Like
No, I think that's okay. I call myself funny. Yeah, I think you can call yourself funny.
I don't
Uh,
know. But yeah.
okay, extroverted, funny. Were you're not in high school anymore. You graduated, I'm assuming. So were you popular in high school?
I mean, I wasn't unpopular. I was just kind of there.
Okay. Yeah. And also for the chat who's not familiar, can you talk a little bit about what kind of content you make on your YouTube and your TikTok?
I make like like skits, so long form. Well, because I have two different channels. The one's like vlogs and stuff, you know, public stuff, public interviews, kind of like what Alex does a little bit. And the second one is skits and like talking stuff, but more under 60 second. That one's all short form, under 60 seconds. Either like me telling a story, me lip syncing to some fucking Drewski sound that's gonna go viral, little skit, stuff like that.
That's interesting, man. That's I feel like that's even harder to like. I feel like it's almost easier for me to get views on what I do because they're not actually watching my videos for me per se. They're watching a lot of them for the information I give, right? Like three
Yeah.
Tinder tips to get more matches. Like you don't have to like me to watch that video.
The issue is this is the thing. This is the thing though. With retention, you are saying stuff. There's a lot of value for me, and I can remake the same joke. I can re-upload the same stuff. There's videos. I have like an arsenal of like 30 videos. If I post them, I could guarantee I would put fucking $10,000. I would make a $10,000 bet that the next video I post would get 1 million views, and I would post one of these videos and it would get 1 million views. You know what I mean? Like I can. There's that for me. For you, you got to kind of so once you say all the information, you got a lot of information, but once you give out that information and that person's educated, why is that person going to stick around? If what you do is educate, after they've been educated, they're going to graduate and move on. For me, they keep coming back because they want to see more funny stuff. You know what I mean?
Right, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
They like your personality. They like who
Yeah,
you are as a
exactly.
person.
So I think for me, it would be easier. Like you have it a little harder.
Oh, okay, I see your point. Let me actually quickly share one of your shorts just so my channel can get a sense of like your kind
Let's
of.
see. Let's see what you cooked up.
I was just gonna go with the first one unless you have one
No. Just any of them, I guess.
when you have to ace the fight.
You sound as though you're feeling the pressure.
I'm not feeling the pressure, no. You cannot put pressure on me.
You sound as though you're feeling the pressure.
Waggy, but yeah.
Let's do maybe another one.
Men only have two moves.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I can see why people click on that. It's like it's entertaining.
Yeah, it's like just short, sweet, like, you know.
Yeah. I got you. Okay, so the next thing I want to move on to is the what you mentioned, your OnlyFans business. So how did you start that?
So I've always been more of like an entrepreneur. Okay, a lot of content creators, they make content, they do all that stuff, but like they're more like employee minded, you know, like they do it because they kind of they have to, like it's like a job. They have to like pay the bills and stuff. I don't know. Me personally, I already made, I made a big bag off YouTube, but YouTube, it pays good, but it's not like to actually make like to become a millionaire off of just posting content. It's a lot. You know what I mean? Like do you have like courses you sell and all that stuff too? Exactly. Like that's where your real money comes from. It's not ad revenue. With
Yes.
my stuff I was doing, there's not really besides merch and comedy people don't really vloggers, it's really easy to sell merch. Comedy people, it's not as easy to sell merch. You know what I mean? It's like hold up. My boy is spamming me because he's let me respond to this because I was mid deciding. Sorry, if the issue is that I'm doing this stream on my phone. What's it called? So
You're
basic,
talking
buddy
about
was like,
merch?
he's like locked out my house. Anyway, so the merch, for me, it's a little harder to actually like sell that stuff. So, I got distracted by the chat. It's a little harder for me to sell merch, and obviously, what am I gonna sell a fucking course on? How to make comedic content? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I kind of
You
do
want
other
to
stuff.
have a business
Yeah, I
because
do. I do a little
with
bit of.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I made off ad revenue. I made a good amount. I made in the six figures, but obviously, I'm trying to be more than that.
So,
So
so you were making six figures a month or a year off
no,
that?
no, 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 no. A year, more like in the six figures a year. Yeah, no, a
Okay.
month. I've never touched six in a month before.
Okay. Yeah, I make like 2,000 a month off ad revenue. I don't make much off ad revenue. Most of my money comes from courses.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, that's the way. But nah, I don't know. So this is the thing though. I do a lot of other stuff. I do like this ERC stuff, which is like money back from the government for like businesses that were hit with. I'm just sum it up really quickly. Like businesses that were hit with COVID, you can fucking get rebates, and if you refer them right, you get a percent. It can be like 20 bands, 30 bands for commission. Do stuff like that. Do crypto. I don't know. I do a lot of side projects. But recently I got into OnlyFans management, and I told him about this when we met on the sidewalk. That's why he knows. And I only started it like 4 months ago. But me and my boy, we have like 5 models at the moment. We blow them up. We do the chatting for them. We have people in the Philippines actually that do the chatting for them.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, but we do what's it called? Cause I know the algorithm. I know what to post. I know what goes viral. I'll tell them what TikToks to post. Do all that stuff to get the traffic over to OnlyFans. Like we blow them up. My boy handles all we have like people who talk for them on dating apps and like get the traffic there. We do all that stuff kind of. And then we take a percentage, obviously, and that's that business. But yeah,
And you guys get, you said 50%, right?
50%. If they just started, we'll do 60. If they're making under 5K, like over 1K a month, under 5K a month, we'll sign them for 50-50. If they're making over 5K a month, we'll sign them for 40-60 them. And
Okay.
we haven't signed anyone yet that's made over like if they're already making like fucking 30 grand a month, we're gonna probably do 30s 70 them because they already know, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't know, like this one girl, we signed her the month before we signed her, she made 6K. Her first month with us, she made 26K.
Yeah,
Like
man.
we actually
It's
like
a
we
win.
blow them up.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So let's start off with the beginning. How are you sourcing and how are you signing girls? Like, how are you meeting the girls that you work with?
So we mainly do either honestly, two of them were literally in person. But like you just meet girls. Oh, I do OnlyFans. Oh wait, we have an agency. Blah blah blah. But for the most part, it's like Instagram DMing, doing all that stuff. Obviously, when I hit them up with my following, it's instant credibility. Obviously, because there's a lot of scamming in that. There's a lot of
Right.
like weird stuff in that business. Agencies that will like fuck you over, all that stuff. Like I don't know, the way we kind of do like our goal is like if they make money, we make money, obviously, and we're not trying to fuck them over. So that's kind of how we do it. Like when we sign them at first, we've been doing like a 2 month contract so that we can see also because we got to see their work ethic too. We've dropped a few because we're like make this TikTok. And they're like, okay, bet. And then a week later, they make the TikTok, and then the trend's dead, and like they're not growing at all. And if they're not trying to grow and like actually make money, there's no, then we're wasting resources, obviously.
Yeah. Do you think that you would be able to have the OnlyFans management business if it wasn't for your YouTube and TikTok success? Like,
I don't think so. Well, I mean, obviously I could, but it wouldn't be as effective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it
Because I
wouldn't.
feel like that's like really well, because there's so many people who are trying to like be OnlyFans managers, especially after the Tate thing. But I think like 99% of them don't have millions of subs on YouTube and TikTok. I feel like that gives you like instant credibility, right? And I think that's like a game changer when it comes to this. Unless of course like you were personally recommended, by the girl's friends. So yeah, I definitely think that's
Yeah,
like
that too a little bit. That was one. It's kind of just all of them. You're talking to people. I don't know. They just everything happens for a reason. Like they just kind of appear, and then we sign them. And so far, no one's been unhappy. We've been unhappy with some, and then we drop them because it's like like this one girl we signed her. She was making like 300 a month, but she had a lot of potential. Like if she actually made the TikToks and like that's really all they have to do. Once we sign them, basically all they have to do is make TikToks because we repurpose that, post that on IG Reels, do all that stuff, and obviously make their regular OnlyFans content. But they
so
kind
the,
of just
the
need to.
TikToks add as a funnel to get them to
Yeah,
get
it's
people to
OnlyFans, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but for growth, really all I have to do is make TikToks. But like, we signed her, and we were like, this is one of our first models, so we were like, hey, do this, do this, do this, and she like literally made like 2 TikToks in 2 weeks when we were sending her like 3 a day and like calling her, and she'd get off the call every time like, oh no, I'm so sorry, I was super busy, blah, but I'll get to that. They don't get to that, so people like that, I can't work with. Obviously,
Yeah.
there's no.
Some people are
So.
lazy, men and women. Actually, it's not even just exclusive to women. There's
Oh
some.
no, no, it's a men. It's 100. I'd say
Yeah.
it's more men actually. I know so there's so many dude. I know so many dudes who they could have an opportunity out in front of them to make $1 million. They could know they're gonna do it, and they should still fucking choose to sit on the couch. Like it's
Most
actually
most people, most people
baffling to me.
are lazy. Most people prefer the path of least resistance. Yeah, for sure. I agree with you on that.
Exactly.
Um, so okay, so you were kind of talking a little bit about like the like how you blow up the girls OnlyFans. So first of it, you said you have them create TikToks that will generate views. What about in terms of content? How do you guide them in terms of like what they should do and should not do?
I mean, I just kind of tell. I don't know. There's just best practices, I guess. Like
What are the best practices? I guess is my
I
question.
mean, well, for the most part, a lot of agencies do like skits and stuff. I mainly just send them dances that are trending. It's as a female, it is really easy to blow up on social media. Like I'd say even easier than it is for a guy. Um, and you literally, if they're at least somewhat, you don't want them to be super attractive because the people who be subscribing to OnlyFans, you got to realize they're pretty weird. Like they don't think if it's unrealistic if the girl's too attractive for them. They
Mhm.
have to be like a 7. Like a 7 or an 8 is perfect. An 8
Mhm.
that's like perfect. You can't have like a 10. So,
Mhm.
but if they're attractive and they're post videos dancing, and it's trending sounds that'll blow up, shake their ass, I guess. Like they'll blow up. It's kind of
Mm.
I guess.
So just literally like doing the dances that are trending right now
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
girls.
But it's also like hard to find them. Like you got to do a little looking to find what's actually trending. Like you got to look at what other people are doing, and also it's not even just dances. Like sometimes I'll have them post relatable content because any traction to the account, any traffic is good for the account. So even if they post something like for example, there was this one thing, that one of the people who work under us, like I have people go find TikTok sometimes for us, and then I'll like be like, yes, this is a great idea, change it to this, expand on this. But something that was sent to me was like the trend where it's like, I just realized that if there's a 30% chance of rain, doesn't mean that, or what's it called? Fuck. If there's a third, if it says there's a 30% chance of rain in the forecast, that means that there's a 30%. That doesn't mean that there's a 30% chance to rain. I can't speak right now. It actually I don't. Do you know what it means? Actually, when it says there's a 30% chance of rain, do you know what that means?
No, I just assumed
Oh.
there was a.
No, it means like in the area. So let's say it's Miami. Not like earlier today, Miami. There was a 90% chance of rain. That means in Miami, 90% of Miami it's raining in 90% of Miami at the moment. Type shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like that's what that. So in 100% is like all of it. 20% it's not. So 10% chance of rain means it is raining. It's just in the city. There's a 10% chance it hits you. I don't know
Okay.
why that was so hard to fucking articulate, but
That is an interesting fact.
yeah, no, but
So,
like no, but like you can like making a TikTok that says like I was today days old when I realized that
hmm,
30% chance of rain doesn't mean it's a 30% chance to rain. Making something like that, it blows up because people are like, you didn't even fucking know that. You know, it's like what the fuck. So stuff like that, like just
that's true, and I know everything. So yeah, so that
oh
that
yeah,
is a
yeah,
good
yeah,
fact.
yeah, but yeah, smart guy over here, smart man, everyone.
So that okay. So I see what you're saying on the TikTok side, and it's smart. What you're doing is smart. I will fully grant you that. But then on the OnlyFans side, like what kind of content do you have the girls make? Like, are you having them like do like sexy shower
Well,
scenes or
I mean,
double
see, that's not
bangs? Or,
all the actual OnlyFans stuff. That's all my partner. I have a business partner. It's my roommate. We moved to Miami together. And we both got an OnlyFans. He also does other stuff. He's a big crypto guy. But he kind of does the actual OnlyFans stuff. Like to tell you the truth, I had our agency was the second biggest agency in Chicago when we moved, and we've only been doing it for like 4 months. Like we grew fucking crazy fast. I don't know. But I have never went on the website onlyfans.com. Like I could not tell you what that looks like. Like I literally only handle social
I'm the
media.
same way.
So I don't know. They be doing like OnlyFans content, whatever. OnlyFans, from what I low key don't know shit about OnlyFans, but from what I know, it's like the people will request like custom videos and then they'll do it. So kind of whatever the dudes request. But my boy kind of takes care of all that. So yeah.
Okay, I see. Interesting.
Yeah, but
Uh,
none of the girls live in Miami or anything. Like they're all like different areas, which is also annoying because if people are with you, you can be like, "Yo, make this, make this, make this." When they're not with you, you have to rely on them picking up the phone and all that stuff, blah blah blah. But yeah, so I don't know. But my boy handles all the actual OnlyFans stuff. Just we'll call them, be like, "Yo, this dude requested this. Like, check your things, send it to bro." Like yeah,
how much will the dudes pay for that custom content?
a lot, a
Like
lot.
thousands or how much?
I don't think thousands, but hundreds. But it's like multiple of them are doing it. And the thing is,
Okay.
when someone requests a video, you have that video forever. So if another dude requests the same thing, you can just send it to them.
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
like over time for requests, yes, it is definitely thousands. But per one, I think it's like I don't know. I think it's kind of up to them. I think it's like around 100 though
Okay.
minimum.
Do,
But
do you
like
feel do you feel bad for these dudes who are like just like simping stuff?
not in the slightest, bro. Like I'm a Christian. Like like I'm very Christian. I don't know. I don't really go to church, but like I read the Bible a lot.
No.
I think more like I have nothing morally wrong with like I don't know. The dudes like they got themselves in that situation. If you're spending money that stuff's all free, that stuff's all on the internet.
Yeah, obviously.
If you're spending money to get custom videos from girls or to talk to them, you have issue. I don't feel bad for them at all. I don't know.
No,
But
no, not in that sense. I agree. There's nothing wrong at all with OnlyFans. Like from a moral perspective, it's pure. It's all voluntary. I
yeah.
mean, more in terms of like you said, like they have issues. It's like almost because I'm so detached, and I think you're probably the same as me. You're so detached from like that the mindset of a guy who's like paying for like custom porn and is like chatting with a girl, like
Exactly. Like
because
that's
anyone who
killing.
has an ounce of brain cells, like me and you both know that if you're talking to a girl on OnlyFans, you're talking to some dude in India or in the Philippines. Like anyone who has common
Like
sense knows that.
it's literally I don't know. So that's kind of and it's if I don't do OFM and they're gonna be doing the same thing with other OnlyFans girls or other like there's not.
No, I think you're still misunderstanding the question. I don't mean in terms of like like, I'm not saying in any way what you're doing is wrong. That's not what I'm saying.
No, 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 no. I thought you were. Oh, okay.
I'm talking about just for the guys who are like such losers that they literally can't even get laid. Like sometimes I feel bad for those dudes.
I do. Do I feel bad for them? Yes, obviously. Like if I met someone like that in person, the thing is they don't go outside. If I met someone like that,
They don't go outside. That's true.
I would get bro some bitches. I would facilitate a 2-man. You know, like I would help. I would help bro. You know what I mean? But like they don't. I don't. I feel bad to an extent, but I don't feel bad. I do, but I don't. I don't know. It's a tricky
Okay,
question.
I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting question: did you at all learn or were inspired by Andrew Tate?
Not like OFM or like life.
The OnlyFans, because that's what he did for a very long time.
No. I didn't. Nah, there was no. Tate does have a lot of good stuff. You know, I respect Tate a lot. Like his views on life. We have a lot of the same views on money, on life, all that stuff. We have a lot of different views as well. But his money stuff, yeah. But no, there was no like, oh, Tate's doing this. I'm not like a band. You know, I don't know. I'm not really.
No, not in terms of that. Just because he was talking about like not anymore, but several years ago he was talking about he had his like pimp university, how to like start a successful webcam business.
Oh no, I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought you were. I knew Tate did that stuff, but I didn't know.
Yeah, he had a whole course on how to do it.
This was like a 4-month thing, but a lot of influencers actually do this. Like I don't know, like even like Rice Gum. You know how Rice Gum left the internet? Rice Gum left the internet to do OFM. Like
no, I know Bradley Martin does it. That's about it.
Literally, I can name like I'm not gonna name names because some people don't do it. I don't know. A lot of influencers do it actually.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't think there's anything wrong with it as long as you're honest. As long as you're honest with the with the girls and as long as you're upfront, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't see any issue with it. The reason that Tate has been under controversy isn't so much because he did like webcam stuff. It's because he would tell the girls that he's going to give them 50% and then he would give them 30% and blame it on taxes, right? Like that's the stuff I have a problem with. But
that's kind of crazy. That's some dickheadery. I don't fuck with that.
Yeah. But if you're honest, there's like nothing wrong with that. So you have a business partner. I met him. Seems like a nice guy. How did you go about the process of choosing a business partner? Because that can be very tricky in of itself.
I mean, well, my business partner was the one who got me into it. Like he was just like, yo, social media. It's one of my best friends. We've been best friends for a little bit. And he was just like, yo, I'm starting this shit. Like,
so you guys have been friends for a very long time.
Very long time. He's like, you want to hop on? I was like, sure, I guess. Why not? I can blow anyone up, obviously. So I was like, fuck yeah. And then here we are.
What are your like? What's like your end goal when it comes to like money and finances? Like, what do you want to accomplish?
I honestly don't even know. I'm not on no like, oh, once I'm comfortable, like I don't really want to stop working. Like, I guess in the billions, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know. Over 100 million. That's like the lowest, but not off OFM, like just off of everything.
You'll have to transition. I mean, you'll have to do something else besides OnlyFans management to get to billions. You can make millions from that, but not billions.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, you are super fucking young. I know I keep saying that, but I think that's an important point.
Yeah, I'm 18.
That part is partly the part that I guess astounds me the most is just how young you are. Because most people when they're 18, they're not doing shit, dude. They're fucking smoking weed. They're fucking around. That's what I was doing when I was 18.
I don't smoke or drink or anything. I mean, I be hanging out with people. That's all they do. I just never touch it. I don't know. I've never.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I've never smoked weed in my life. I bought a table when I turned 18. I had a fucking table at Live, and I had some like fucking $5,000 champagne. So I took a sip of it. That was the only drinking I've ever done in my life, and it was like,
yeah, dude. So you're completely straight edge.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that. So you just work and work and work.
No. I go out a lot. I go out I'm going out tonight. I go out more than I should actually, but I just don't drink when I go out. I don't know.
Oh, so you just like pick up girls and shit?
Yeah, just be rizzing, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just a very social person. I don't know. I've never needed alcohol to like have fun, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. How many girls have you slept with in your whole life?
Not as many as you'd think. Like under 100. I don't know. You were probably in the hundreds.
Yeah, but I'm way older than you. When I was 18, my number was 0.
Zero?
When I was your age, yeah, I didn't lose my
Really?
virginity until I was 19.
Oh, I mean, it's over 10. It's under 100. I'll give you
I
that.
mean, that's still really impressive for someone who's 18 years old, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know.
Most people lose their virginity when they're
I
18.
have. I don't know. Not that I know. I don't know. I know some crazy 18-year-olds. I'll say that. But yeah.
Okay,
What
interesting.
are? Oh,
Well,
what did?
so here's an interesting question. What does he think are the tweaks you need to make to successfully grow a faceless YouTube Shorts channel? Just showing visuals, hiring someone to read a script compared to one where a person shows a face.
I mean, that's a little difficult. Faceless is a little difficult for me. I actually know people. I know this one dude who's making 100K a month off of Faceless YouTube Shorts kids content. Fucking Minecraft bullshit, like weird shit. He's making like 100 bands a month off that. He would be better than I would to answer that question. But I guess fuck. Literally see what works. Try something. If it works, keep doing it. If it doesn't work, fuck it, throw it in the trash can, I guess. But Faceless is more difficult. I'd say if you're trying to like do Faceless only because you're like insecure about something. I know a lot of people who like they don't start content because they're insecure. Just fucking do it. No one gives a fuck. If you want to like talk, like show your face. I don't know. If that's a motivation for you, stop caring what people think and just go for it. But Faceless, it's trial and error, I'd say. Just make sure it's captivating. Okay, a good rule with content creation, watch your video before you post it. Watch your video and be like, if I was watching this, would I click off? If there's points where you would click off, cut it out. Shorten it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think it's also important to acknowledge that the majority of people were not cut out for YouTube or TikTok content creation. At least not when it comes to like making a career off it. Just like I think most people aren't cut out to own their own businesses. Actually, I think that there's some percentage of people, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 15, maybe 20%, that are well suited to be entrepreneurs. And I would say that I'm in that category, and it seems like you're in that category too. But not everyone. Like some people are not really good at being entrepreneurs, right? And I would say the same thing for content creation. Like my business partner, Indian P, really good at like the other part of the business, but there's a reason why he doesn't make the YouTube videos. He's not well suited
cut
for
out
that.
for that. Yeah, actually, then I guess I could change my. So if it's not working for you and you've tried and you've actually like tried, um, try to get a job under someone. I don't know. I see a lot of my creator friends be posting, looking for editor, looking for all that. Like people be posting bullshit every day. So you
Yeah,
can
being mentored is definitely like imagine if you get mentored by Mr. Beast. Like that's a
exactly. Yeah.
game changer.
They're always looking for editors. If they see, I don't know, if you send them some examples, they'd probably be down for that. If you're Dylan's like, are you in college? I am not. I don't believe in college actually. I think it's a total scam.
Can you talk about that a little bit more?
I mean, I don't know. I think the education system is fucked up. Like, I don't. So this is the thing. I was always smart as fuck. Like, I was always AP honors classes. Freshman year, I was like all AP honors, everything the grade above, and I did good. But that's when I blew up on TikTok because that's when COVID was. It was 2020. That's when COVID was. When COVID started, I started posting videos. In sophomore year, I started making a lot of money, and then I was like, "Why the fuck am I doing this?" So I kind of started slacking a little bit. I failed a few classes sophomore year. Actually, no, no. I actually no sophomore year I had some bullshit where it was like I had this one in chemistry. I had chem honors sophomore year. I had a 43% on the last day, and my teacher let me retake 3 tests, and she helped me do the test. Like, she literally like kind of wrote the answers for me over Zoom. Like, she like told me the answers, and I like fucking filled it out so that I would get a 60%, and then so I didn't fail actually. But no, I forgot. I didn't fail anything sophomore year, but my grades were I was like all D's. And junior year, I was still all my teachers were like, "Oh, it's probably because of COVID." Blah 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 blah. Like, I was still placed in like all AP honors classes. Like, I was doing like calculus as a junior, which some people don't even take like as a senior.
I mean,
And
I do sort of agree with you. I personally went to college, but things were different
no,
like
yeah,
12
but
years ago. But I do think like my college degree is largely worthless, and I went to a good school. And I do think that like if you can like, why would you go to college? You're going to make way more money doing what you do now than you will off any degree at all. So there's like no point for like someone like you to go to college unless you
yeah,
just want the experience. If you want the experience, let's do it.
no, bro. You can. I live in Miami. Why? Miami is experience is better than any college experience. I don't know. I've been to a lot of colleges. I've been to Bam, like just visiting my friends. I've been to
Yeah,
Bama.
yeah.
I've been to a lot of the big ones.
I feel what you're saying. How do your parents feel about your like YouTube success and whatnot?
Good. At first, it was like a little iffy, and then they kind of now they support it fully. Actually, it's kind of nice.
Mm, yeah. So here's another question from Joey. Does he manage any big OnlyFans models that are well known?
No, I don't. It's like this on the smaller side.
Okay. Do you find that that's better because they're easier to start working with, or do you
I mean,
ultimately?
yeah, when they're big, I don't see what value I could provide. Like, if I'm not providing value, there's really no point. You know what I mean? And if someone's like Karina Koff, she's making millions a month. She knows she's famous already. If they're already famous, what's the point? You know, like you got it. Then they already know what to do. So there's really no point in like the main thing we do is like blow them up and like try to get them to that level, get them 100K on Instagram, which is a lot for them. Like do all that stuff. So if they're already up there, then we're really only doing chatting. So then we would take a less percent. It just wouldn't be worth it.
Mm.
So now we try to focus like on the small and then build them up.
Do you bank some of these OnlyFans models, or you keep it purely
I have
professional?
not purely business. I haven't even met, and none of our models we've even met in person. They're all like,
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
think you did tell me that. Yeah, I'm actually
yeah,
somewhat similar when it comes to that. I generally not 100%, but like 98% with the girls I collab with keep it business only. There's been one or two exceptions, but generally speaking, yeah, I do try to keep it business because you don't want to develop a bad reputation, where people think that like, oh, you're just doing this to get laid. But you can definitely be tempting. You're working with a bunch of hot OnlyFans girls.
I'm also making a lot of money, so that's kind of I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Money though, I guess it depends on the person. Some people like money makes them happy. For me, money never really did that much. It was more.
I mean, this is the thing. Well, I treat money like a game, I guess you could say. Like, I set goals for myself, and then I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, me
I
too.
gotta hit it. I treat it like a game. I don't know. I never I don't. A lot of guys like fucking is like a necessity. Like they're like they go out with only the intention of like I need to go home with a girl. I need like they do that. I kind of just live my life. That shit just comes when it comes. Nice, you know what I mean? Like yeah, but I don't rule I don't know. I don't like that's not my number one you know what I mean like goal. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I feel you. I'm the same way actually. I used to be different when I was younger, but yeah, nowadays, yeah, it's like not a big thing for me at all. What your goals, I'm assuming, are around money and business. What else are your goals around, or is it just related to business?
I guess I would say it just relates to business for the most part. I mean, I don't know. I don't really I guess in the gym as well. Like I don't know. I'm trying to get 225 soon, but I guess for the most part just business, I guess.
I like what you said about treating it like a game because I actually do that too. I think that's a good way of looking at it. It's like
Yeah.
It's a game. Like, have you ever read Game of Thrones or watched the show?
I have not. I'm not a big. I have not. I haven't watched TV in like 5 years.
I have not either, but I will make a full exception for Game of Thrones because it is the best TV show on the planet. But like that I've read the books too many times, and that has like influenced me a lot of looking life as like a game where you can like win at certain things. Not everything is a game, obviously, but things like business can definitely be a game. What are your influences? Is there any books or anything? Any one that you feel like you were influenced by?
I should definitely read more. I do a little bit of reading, I guess, like 48 Laws of Power, that stuff. But
That's a good book.
I should definitely read more if that's a thing. I don't know. I don't have a lot of influences. I surround myself with the right people though, to where they're all above me. They're all multimillionaires. They're all either business multimillionaires or social media doing good.
Okay, so let's start off with that. Where do you meet those people? How do you meet them?
Friends of friends. I don't know. For me personally, like I'm gonna make a movie about my life when I'm older. I'm 18 and it's already like wild. Life just be handing me shit, bro. Like I think everything happens for a reason, but I am a very like lucky individual. I don't know. My philosophy is, and I only 5 minute warning. You know,
Okay.
yeah. I gotta be heading out soon. But I think there's winners and there's losers. Like just in life, like some people like their life just throws shit at them, and like they're like everything bad always happens to me. Well, for me, it's all good. I
I,
can
agree-
every
I got to disagree with you on that. I mean, of course, there's an element of luck, like someone just gets hit by a car, gets terminal cancer, that happens. But it's not just luck. The reason that you're able to be successfully
No,
young.
no, no, no. Your question was though. Your question was, how do you meet these people? And I'm just like, they just come into my life. I don't know.
But there's a reason why they come into your life, and the reason is because they like your personality, because you bring this and that. Like think about like how you and I met, right? I didn't just come into your life, right?
I mean,
You
you
like
did. You were just on the sidewalk. I was
no,
just
no,
walking.
but you took the initiative of coming up to me. You know, you were pretty chill and friendly, of starting a conversation with me, of being like pretty charismatic, right? Like, because a lot of people approach me, right? I don't have most of them on my channel.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like I came in your life, like you actually did the work to make that connection happen. I feel like, I don't know, it's it's not as simple. I don't know. I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess I'm always on that though. If I see someone, I be starting conversations with randoms in fucking Chick-fil-A, bro. Like I just be talking to people because like why not? You know what I
but
mean?
that in of itself will make the difference between you making connections and you not making connections. Just most people don't do that. You know that, right? Like most
Yeah.
people are not like you. Like they will just like
Oh, I know. And sometimes
just
it's funny. It's funny fucking with those people too. Like some people they just I don't know. Some people get so awkward with interaction. I'm like, bro, you gotta loosen up. You gotta like I don't know. I just be doing me, I guess, and it just works.
What was the most like okay, well I know you gotta go in like a minute or two. What was like your I guess like weirdest, most awkward experience, or was like the weirdest content creator you ever met?
Weirdest content. For the most part, they're normal, but I haven't been to LA. I have not been to LA yet. I've literally been basically everywhere else in LA. LA is where a lot of the weird shit happens that I don't know, I've heard stuff. So
Have
I
you
actually
go
huh?
ahead. I was just going to ask you, have you actually, I know you have a big following, but have you done many podcasts or is this like the first
This
podcast?
is my first podcast.
Oh,
I thought it was like some in-person shit with microphones sitting around a table. You know what I mean? I didn't know
oh,
this like a FaceTime with an audience, bro. So
yeah, yeah. I do that too sometimes. I just find that it's like 10 times more work and it's the same amount of views. So I generally like, don't really see a point of
yeah,
doing it
yeah.
unless someone really wants to. But that's interesting. Have you been invited on like on various podcasts? I can't be the first person that
Oh
invited you.
no, no. I get Instagram DMs. I don't know, cause I don't think it's not really, unless it's something huge. What am I gaining from that? You know what I mean? And I've never met them in my life. I met you in person. You're a chill dude. You know, I like you. So you're like, yo, come on my podcast, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna be like, sure, you know, fuck yeah, bro. Like, I'll help you out. Why not? You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's one of those things. Like, I'm not coming on here like this is gonna be a great, you know, this is gonna be great for me. I'm not streaming this to my own channel. You know, like I'm just like, why the fuck not? You know. So it's kind of
Dylan,
like that.
this is gonna be the greatest hour of your life. I promise you that. No, I'm just kidding. Let's end it off on this question. Last question: does he think it's hard to monetize an entertainment shorts channel or how-to shorts channel?
Monetize. I mean, I think the CPMs for how-to content are this is my roommate, by the way. Buddy's fucking in the kitchen. This he does all
Oh,
the
what's up, dude?
OnlyFans work. Ugly ass
Oh yeah,
dude.
it's the guy I met. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
fucking
Russian
gay.
guy. But yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But anyway, what's it called? So for the most part, wait, what was the how to monetize? Okay, I think CPMs are higher for how-to content. I'm pretty sure. However, you're once you make a how to fucking sit in a chair. Once you make that video and people know how to sit in a chair, that audience, that person is gone. You know what I mean? Like your demographic for a how-to channel is people that have never seen your channel before. And no, I don't feel like if I search for this stream, for example, let's say I search how to fucking join StreamYard. Once I do that, I know how to do that. I'm not subscribing to the dude because he was helpful, you know, and then watching another how-to video. So I'd say I'm an advocate. I would advocate against starting a how-to channel and just start a entertainment channel because why not? If people like you for you, that's a customer forever. That's like a viewer, you know what I mean? But you're talking about money, so it's like a customer, you know. They pay you in their attention, and YouTube pays you money for people's
yeah, I
attention.
would say a pure how-to channel is like close to impossible
Yeah.
to succeed in. At the very least, it needs to be infotainment. That's what I try to do. I try to do infotainment.
Infotainment is fine. Infotainment is fine.
Yeah, but just pure
I'd say it's
information
actually
is just most people don't want to learn. Most people don't want to improve. Most people want to be entertained. That's really what it comes down to.
But I'd say actually, if it's like stuff like you do, is much easier to monetize what you do than what I do. But I grew to a level. You have to grow to a higher level to make the same amount of money that you make, if that makes sense. Like you can make if I had 100,000 subscribers, I would not be making. I don't have a course to sell. I don't. You know, you have stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
You
yeah.
can do that because your product is information. My product is entertainment. So people aren't doing all the other stuff that comes with it. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
And
fair.
people don't a lot of my. I'd say 99.99% of my subscribers don't even know I'm an entrepreneur. They don't. I'm just some dude on the internet that is funny that they like watching. You know what I mean? So if I start speaking about something and I'm like, yo, go buy my course, they're gonna be like, nigga, why? Like what? You know what I mean? Like they don't. But they watch your videos. They get what's it called? Like mental value out of it. They get information. So when you're selling more information, you package it up. They're gonna purchase it. You know. So I'd
Yeah,
say it's easier to monetize something like you do.
yeah,
But
I understand what you're saying. I agree with you. I think, yeah, I'm really curious to see where you're going to be at in like 5 or 10 years.
so am I. So am I actually. So am I.
Because I think it's pretty predictable where I'm going to be in 5 years, like more or less. But for you, I feel like it could go in multiple directions. So before we sign out, just real quick, this person is asking, a few people are asking, you should do infield with him, Alex. So if you're up for it, at some point we should do a video in the street where we pick up girls and whatnot. I think it could be fun.
I'm down. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, for sure. We'll talk about it. All right, Dylan, real quick, do you want to plug your channel or anything?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I'm Dylan Zikis on YouTube. Just, you know, you can search my name. It'll definitely come up. On TikTok, Dzikis, same content basically. But yeah, thank you guys for having me. Thank you for having me, Alex.
No, dude, I appreciate you coming on. I enjoyed the discussion. I think that you are very successful for your age, as I said like 10 times, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you evolve and grow.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, for sure. Let's definitely plan that street pickup thing at some
I am
point.
100% down. I'll actually vlog that for my channel too. I think
Cool.
I could. I would make my own content off that because that's kind of for my vlog channel. I'm down.
Perfect. All right, buddy. Have a good night, man. Take it easy. All right, that was fun. I mean, it is impressive. Someone who's 18 years old and he's already probably like, I don't know if he's a millionaire, but he's definitely like making comfortably 6 figures, maybe even 7 figures. Yeah, I mean, it's impressive. He's never done a podcast before, so I guess I was able to do the first podcast ever with him. But yeah, I mean, dude, when I was 18, I was a fucking loser. I'll be honest. I was a virgin. I mean, I did get into a good school, but aside from that, like, I didn't have any business prospects. I didn't, I was just kind of going with the flow. I was very insecure. Feels like also his like mindsets are pretty good. I mean, I think there's room for improvement, but again, he's so young. So like, I feel like when you compare him, you have to compare him to yourself or someone else when they were 18. You can't compare him to like a 35-year-old, Yeah. So I thought it was a good discussion. But yeah, I like doing these because hopefully it like kind of inspires people, motivates people, and obviously what he does isn't like something everyone can do. But I think there's little lessons here and there that everyone can pick up. Like for example, just being social. Like he was like we made like our connection was made because he took the initiative and come up and said hi to me, blah blah blah. He was pretty chill. He was cool. Like people come up to me who are weird sometimes. I don't like invite them on my channel. Obviously, the fact that he had like millions of subs was a big factor in terms of why I had him on. But yeah, like I wouldn't have known that if he didn't come up to me. So I think that's like the lesson. Like I think it's obviously easier if you're born extroverted, right? So I do think that's a massive advantage. But I'm not extroverted. I'm definitely more on the introverted side, and I make a lot of opportunities happen. So a lot of it is also just pushing yourself outside your comfort zone and doing things that you deep down inside know are going to help you. All right, let's do a little Q&A, and then we'll maybe do a little open panel, and then that will be it. We'll wrap up for today. Okay, so let's see what questions there are. No, Alex, no one jerks off to that, please. Well, for the you don't have to take my word for it. Actually, you kind of do because you can't see the analytics on your end. But if you're really down there, I can show it to you. But for the demonstration videos, like 90% of the views for like the sex tips demo is coming from search in India. So that means that people in India are searching like sex on YouTube. So I don't know what they're doing, but just hope he doesn't fumble a bag. I've heard multiple stories of young guys being very successful early and losing have to earn it back. And yeah, hopefully not. My favorite podcast in a long while, to be honest. Nice, man. I'm glad to hear. I didn't expect much at all from this pod when it was first announced, but it was super cool. Nice. Would you ever let Natty do what you wanted to? If it was with me, only with me, maybe. I am 33. His mentality is crazy good because he's a natural, but of a life of not pickup mass. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. I'll drop the link so we can do a little open panel afterwards, and then we'll wrap up. Damn, I'm surprised. Like, I do a value stream. I get like 45 live viewers. I do a debate with like fucking Mr. Slave walking around in a gimp mask and some fucking weird shit, and I get like 250 live viewers. But anyway, I'm going to give you guys what you want, which is going to be both. It's going to be some value streams and some highly entertaining streams. So the next one, we got a debate with Andrew from The Crucible versus Sergio from Purple Pill Podcast tomorrow. That should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that one. They're going to be debating on whether marriage is a good idea or a bad idea. Then after that, we have speed dating on Monday. And Tuesday, I have something Tuesday. I just don't remember what the fuck it is off the top of my head. What's a good way to make more money? I'm gonna get a bottle of water. BRB. What's a good way to make more money when paying off student debt? I currently employ full time, but I wish I could just pay it off faster. Um, I'll let you in on a secret. Well, actually, let me think if I should say this publicly or not. Um, yeah, it should be fine. I don't actually. I have like about $20,000 of student debt. I don't actually pay it. You don't. There's ways around paying it or making the minimum payment. And then when you get to 20 years, if you still have a balance left, if you're under the deferment program, it becomes dissolved. So I'm 10 years in, so I have another 10 years to go. If I ever make millions of dollars, I'll probably just pay it off. But I'm not that rich at that point. So yeah, there's things you can look into. I'll just put it that way. Plutus, I'll see you. I'll bring you on in 30 seconds. You still looking in good shape? And well, yeah, I work out. I eat really healthy. I take testosterone and other supplements. So yeah, you should try setting up. Yeah, Kyla won't do it. They have she doesn't want to. I've already floated the idea. Okay, let's bring on Plutus. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Alex?
What's going on?
Not too much. Good thing, man. Good content. I have two questions for you.
Yeah.
One, what's your thoughts on this? Like, I've noticed that creators like him, I'm not saying he's dumb or anything, but people that dumb down their content seem to do better than someone that has like really deeper discussions. What's your thoughts on that?
It makes sense because I think that people want entertainment, and a lot of people are dumb. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Most people are average or below average intelligence, and so if you're making content where you're talking about like very intellectual topics, 95% of people can't relate to that. So yeah, I think that you have to kind of keep it simple
Right.
if you want to be successful.
Like, I noticed my shorter videos, I'm doing like just nonsense. I do good in my videos. And I'm like, this is like super valuable. They get 200 views, and I'm just like, shit, man.
Yeah, it's I mean, like, dude, like this stream, I'm interviewing a successful dude who's 18 years old, like 40, 50 live viewers. I have a dude on in a GIMP mask and he's debating like a fucking Christian fundamentalist. We got like 300 live viewers, so it's kind of tells you
I
what it
saw
is.
that. That was a fire stream. I play with fire, so.
Why doesn't she want to debate Andrew? Because they have some personal issues. I think Andrew, this is what she said. I don't know if this is true or not. Andrew apparently made some claims about her personal life. That's what she's saying. So I don't know. I didn't look into it. They're both friends of mine. I'm not going to force the issue, but yeah, it's some personal thing that apparently is going on. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Keep going, Plutus.
I don't remember what I was saying. But second question. I think my friend Greg mentioned to you. I would love to debate on your channel, man. I do TikTok lives and I keep getting banned. Like, I'll go on. I'm not even making this up. I got banned for misinformation for saying there's two genders on TikTok. I had like 10,000 viewers, and I'm just like plowing through people in debates, but I can't like sustain myself because I get banned every time on TikTok.
Who would you want to debate?
I'll debate anybody. I mean, dude, I am a great debater. Abortion.
Well, who do you have disagreements with is the question.
Anyone who believes in there's more than two genders, anyone who thinks that abortion is good. I'm very anti OnlyFans. I think that sounds very bad. I mean, I'm just pretty conservative all around. You can see the hat. So, I mean, I'm happy to debate anyone who is left leaning.
Yeah, I mean, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, we definitely would have a fundamental disagreement on that. Yeah, we could probably do something. I tend to like, I don't know, I've gotten bored of politics, but I don't mind doing it. Do you ever drop by Greg's channel?
Yeah, he streams really late. And I kind of go to bed around 1-2 Eastern time. So like it's tough for us to make it on the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind debating you on Trump. I think I can
I'll do
put
Trump,
you.
but it doesn't have to be politics. Like I guess technically, like abortion and OnlyFans. Like I don't know if you put on the umbrella of politics, but like I do think it's destroying society. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I've debated abortion, although I've gotten really bored of that argument because the views on that were low and it's like repetitive.
I can give you. I don't know if you want to hear it now or later, but I have an angle on abortion. Like I don't do the it's killing a baby or God. I'm not religious. That's not anything I'm gonna say. So
What would your argument be centered around with abortion?
so are you familiar with the concept of an externality? Like there's a positive externality and negative
Mhm.
externality.
Yeah.
Okay. So essentially, I think it's a negative externality, right? So like this indirect for the audience, some of your viewers might not know what it is. An externality is like an indirect consequence, right? So again, not for you, Alex, for the viewers. A positive externality might be you give people welfare, and then people use that welfare to support small businesses, and the small businesses do good, and the whole economy does better. That's a positive externality.
Mhm.
Negative externality would be a guy cheats on his virgin girlfriend, and then she goes on to break 10 hearts. It's a negative consequence.
Yeah.
So abortion has a negative externality. The negative externality is twofold. One, women and men are more degenerate because they have that free pass, like a get out of jail free card. I'm part of the problem. I'm way more likely to not pull out because I know in the back of my head I have that get out of jail free card. If I didn't have it, I'd be more responsible. Second off, it encourages women to be degenerate because, like, hey, if we get pregnant, I'll just abort it.
Okay. Yeah, we would have a fundamental disagreement. I would bring up the fact that according to research, uh, abortion has actually found to be lowered overall crime rates because a lot of babies that would have been born into unhappy homes, which are more likely to become criminals, weren't born. That's why there was a massive drop off in crime in the early to mid 90s. What would be your argument against OnlyFans?
Against OnlyFans, similar argument that it's a negative externality. That it's I think that it's corrupted. It's basically too good. It's too good of a deal. So like a lot of guys are like, oh, these dumb hoes. I'm not. I don't think that. I actually think these women are being perfectly logical. Why wouldn't they? Why would they go work a 9 to 5 job and slave away when they can make double, triple, 10 times the amount, right? On OnlyFans, it makes sense. So it's like a deal with the devil. Again, I'm not religious, and that's not religious take. I'm saying that metaphorically. And then it's ruining these women. Like I don't want to date a woman who has her body online for $9.99, and it's ruining the pool. It's only a limited amount of good women, and it's damaging the pool of good women.
Yeah, I'm down to debate you on one of those things. Not now, but at some point in the future. I think I'll probably be more interested in doing it on Greg's channel, just because like I'm trying not to like get too deep into politics or any of that on my channel. But we could potentially do it. But you said you go to bed by like 1 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, true. I can say it later if it's something worthwhile. And like too, I feel like I can be entertained. Like if it's you, Alex, I'm gonna be respectful. If it's like a radical lib, I might be a little more funny. It depends on who I'm debating, but
Yeah,
I
we
just
could.
enjoy it.
Yeah, we could do. If you go to bed, but two should be fine. We could do it around like 1 or something like that. Maybe not too night. Do you have my number at all?
I have your WhatsApp.
Okay, yeah. We can just
Yeah,
set it up.
yeah.
Yeah, let's just set it up on WhatsApp. But yeah, probably like maybe tomorrow or something like that. We could do it around 1 a.m. on his thing or the following
Sure.
day.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. After that. But yeah.
I'm down to get into that. All right, cool. Do you have any other questions or anything else you want to talk about?
Oh no, that was it. Just wanted to kind of get your take on mainstream creators dumbing it down, and then ask you about the debate thing. So thanks for chatting.
For sure, man. Thanks for coming on. Have a good night, buddy. Take it easy.
Bye.
All right. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna wrap up. No one else came up. Wanted to come on anyway, but yeah, I mean, even though I think that there was way less of a turnout for this value stream than there usually is, I still enjoy doing it, and I think that the few people who did turn out, they got value out of it. So that's what matters. I mean, anonymous watcher, he said it was the best stream he's seen in a while, so that's good enough for me. Well, anyway, it's not all about short-term views anyway. It's a combination of views and also providing value for your audience. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I try to put down Don't take this pod down. I'm gonna watch it back. Don't worry, I'm not gonna take it down. I only take down pods where there's like an issue or something like that. I always show for value streams and ask plenty of questions. True, but you're one person out of 50, maybe. It's like, if it was like kind of close, it was like, okay, 20% people come from value streams, whatever. But it's like 500% less. But yeah, whatever. I don't care that much. Anyway, so anyway, we got a good schedule, like I said, for coming up for this week. We got the Crucible versus Purple Pill podcast debate tomorrow. I know you guys like debates. And then we got speed dating on Monday. So speed dating is happening. So yes, we are gonna do it probably once every 2 weeks. So that's gonna be on Monday. Tuesday, I believe I have something. I just literally, for the life of me, don't remember what it is. But yeah, I'll probably, maybe on Tuesday, I'll do the Russell Brand. If I don't have anything, I'll do the Russell Brand reaction, because that seems to be actually pretty juicy. So I can react to that. And yeah, I mean, trying to put out good videos for you guys. I think that the video we're going to drop, I think most likely tomorrow or at the latest Monday, it's going to be called Disproving the Black Pill and Red Pill with Science, is going to be really good. We went study by study, showed you guys the studies, why, I think a lot of the stuff they say is BS. So I think you guys are going to enjoy that. And then we got other interesting videos. We're going to be doing more collabs with the short dad, the guy who's 5'3". This time we're going to actually get a video of him like picking up a girl and show the whole text interaction from start to finish, because you guys said you want that. Will Marcus and Sartain be on the speed date? No, they won't. Sartain said he's not able to do that until like next month. I've heard of Tommy, but I've reached out to him. He hasn't responded. What advice do you think if you do videos kind of like WrestleMania stuff, you gotta do it sooner before the buzz dies out? Yeah, I think you're right about that. You're correct. Yeah, definitely good food for thought for me. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and have a good night, everybody. Take it easy.